Good morning to all. Welcome you all to Thanjavur Medical College Solid Waste Management Project Site. I am Dr. B.S. Vice President of the Thanjavur Medical College Alumni Association. With me, Dr. Suresh of Pyromag and Dr. Vinayak of Pyromag, Studio of Sarian of Pyromag. He is Mr. Rajendran, mechanical operator of this machine. Sir, welcome, sir. Can you explain what is this machine and how it works?
Okay. Actually, this is a municipal solid waste destruction machine. It is not a incinerator. It is a destruction principle using a magnetic energy with the partial pyrolysis principle.
Okay.
And this machine is having the unique characteristics which can destruct the waste by syngas. That is a secondary fuel which is being generated during the syngas generation by the waste destruction. That will be used as the secondary fuel, and continuously it will destruct the waste, and the waste composition or the total waste, the reduction will be 1/200 to 1/300 times as the volume reduction. And whatever the final which we are getting is the ceramic ash, which is not toxic, which we can able to even dispose in the normal landfill. Need not to send it to the secured landfill where we are sending out our hazardous waste. So this is the general principle of this machine, and the futures of this machine are: one is destruction. Mostly our municipal solid waste is having the combination of the waste. In the combination of the waste, there is a possibility of some toxic gases generation, mainly on dioxin and furan. So to destruct that dioxin and furan, we have installed a heater where the temperature can go 850 plus. So which is the requirement as per the MOEF and EPA requirement. At 850 degrees centigrade, if any dioxin comes, which will be completely destructed. Apart from that, if any acidic fumes which is forming in the municipal waste, because municipal waste contains a lot of salts, our table salt or salt related material, which can form some acidic fumes. Removing that acidic fumes, we have the scrubber, wet scrubber. This is a spray tower wet scrubber. That scrubber can remove all the fumes, acidic fumes, only the pure air which will be dispersed into the atmosphere through the stack, so that no toxic fumes or no stench in the smell during the operations, and all the toxic fumes are removing. And this machine is tested with NABL and MOEF accredited laboratory as per the incinerator emission guideline, and all the parameters are well below within the limit of the CPCB emission standards, so that it confirms that machine is operating with the standard incinerator emission norms. So this is about the outline of this equipment, the operating principles of how it is working, the thing. So we need not to handle manually the material. You can just load it into the bucket elevator, so from which once the waste is loaded in the thing, then we can move this ladder to the top. Just little. And we have the bucket elevator there. So once it goes, that will open. So the waste will go inside directly dump. Here we have two doors. One door, during the combustion, the fumes should not to come out. So whenever this loading is there, the primary door is closed. The waste will be on the secondary door only. Once that secondary door is closed, then primary door will open, waste will go to the chamber. So during these operations, no combustion fumes will come out, in the operation cycle. So that is the principle of we have the two doors, there is a primary and a secondary door. During charging, primary door will be closed, secondary door will be opened. Once the waste is loaded, then primary door will open, all the waste will go into the channel. And the second thing is, for operating this machine, the day one, it requires a little passivation of the machine. Either you can do manually the passivation, that is we need to bring to 200 degrees centigrade. For making the reaction, oxidation reaction can happen at 200 degrees centigrade, for which it is required. So now we made it as a heater, primary heater. So initial startup, we have to use that heater to bring to 200 degrees centigrade on passivation. After that, we will not switch on the heater. That is only on that purpose.
On day one?
Day 1. If I am operating all 365 days, the first day ignition is more than sufficient. All 365 days, after that it will automatically go on. You need not to switch on that.
So no need to give rest. You can operate for 365 days, 24 hours.
24 into 7, all 365 days you can continuously operate. It will go on continuously run on this machine.
How do you test fully and hazard-free, sir? Suppose say that all these things are toxic, fully and not.
Yeah, it is purely acidic fumes only, because mostly we tested it is HCl fumes are possibility, because the chloride atoms which are there in the sodium chloride, okay, which may form, because the combustion temperature is 400 degrees centigrade, possibility of, because that breaking is not that much easy. If any breakage is there, some oxidation reactions, this chloride can come, that acidic fumes we don't want to send it out. That we are scrubbing by using the sodium hydroxide solution, where we are using 0.2 normality sodium hydroxide solution. If any chloride fumes, it will form as sodium chloride. So again,
but it has to be monitored.
Yeah, that is continuously pH is monitoring. So we always maintaining the pH of 10. So whenever the 10 is, the top up of sodium hydroxide will be done, maintaining always alkali in the scrubbing solution.
Almost 50% the STP plant, how it works.
Yeah.
The same thing. You take the water and you make a garden, because it is maintained in alkalinity more than 8 or 10. The fumes that comes out should be hazardous. It is more otherwise, எல்லாத்தையும் போட்டு கொளுத்தி விட்டுட்டு 4 பேர் தண்ணி அடிக்கிறதுக்கு வச்சிருந்தாக்க it becomes an easier job.
Yes.
But it is not possible. All the plastic will fumes. You will be doing more harm than doing good.
Yeah, that is the reason why there are two possibilities in our plastic waste. One is plastic waste, you know very well, it is only polyethylene. There is no chloride atoms. So any HDPE or LDPE, while I am burning, there will not be any formation of dioxin and furan or any other PAH, these type of compounds, and it will be destructed as carbon dioxide and water. And there is a possibility of little amount of char formation. But here we provided that char, it will be recirculated inside the chamber. Again, it will be converted as the hydrocarbons and used as the secondary fuel inside the chamber.
So it's auto fueling.
Auto fuel. It is just like a partial pyrolysis method. We are generating, here we are using the magnet method. Paramagnetic property oxygen. So once it goes, it will converted as unpaired electron oxygen. That will induce oxidation reaction inside, form the CO and the H2 as the syngas. That syngas will used as the secondary fuel, and these hydrocarbons on plastic waste. These three are the using as the secondary fuel inside the chamber. And all acidic fumes is taken care of. If any possibility of dioxin furation, we put the secondary heater on the outside of the chamber and put the residence time of 2 minutes. So where all the dioxin will be again destructed into carbon dioxide and water, and it will go to the spray tower as a wet scrubber, remove all the acidic fumes, and only the pure air which is going into the.
And well explained,
Yes.
Can
He explains
show
that,
me
that's it. This side.
how it works?
It is a permanent magnet and we have the openings there. Because of inside temperature and outside temperature, there is a pressure difference. Because of the pressure difference, by natural factor, atmospheric air will go inside at a very slow rate. Here we are maintaining 0.1 to 0.2 meter per second. That is the only. That is the reason only this is absence of oxygen. If you waste I am putting outside and burning, that is just like a combustion in the presence of oxygen. Here purely we are avoiding 100% oxygen getting in. Once through the magnet this oxygen goes, this oxygen will be converted as the reactive oxygen by the magnets.
Further insulation.
So that oxygen will go inside and do the oxidation reaction to form CO and the H2. That CO and the H2 are the secondary fuel which we will be using. That is the reason only we are not using any fossil fuel or electricity for incinerating. But normal incineration, it will be incinerated by using the fuels. Here we are not using any fuel. This is one of the key principles over there. This is only the visual chamber, how it is burning and other things we can able to see on that. This is an ashtray. Okay. This ashtray, whatever the ash, final ash which is forming here, we have the plate over there and we have the ash dumper. This is an ash damper. Once we open this ash damper, ash will be fall in the ash tray. Just I will remove the tray and take out the ash outside. And here we put the wheel over there. Generally waste while we are dumping, sometimes high wet waste like that, we need little bit shuffling to make a better combustion. So for which we made it, just we can shuffle. Inside we made the shuffling plates. So
This is the
operating things. So whenever it is required, that time only we can use. It need not to be a continuous operation, this one. And the gas which is coming out, that is the that is the exhaust of the gas from the reaction chamber directly coming to the centrifugal fan. In the centrifugal fan, it was designed in such a way that there is a mist nozzle, water spray into the nozzle, because sometimes there is a carryover of some char or this one that will be removed in that, it will not stick on this one, that will be taken care. And once it is coming the gas over here, it will go to, I will explain here then. Here we have the temperature, operation temperature. This is the bottom temperature of the chamber, how much it is there.
What is this liquid?
This is the temperature, sir.
That is the last temperature.
Yeah.
Last burning.
So when we are switching off the heater, that time what will be the temperature? So we can able to reach up to 400, 450 degrees centigrade. Now it is not on, so present temperature inside bottom temperature is 56 degrees Celsius. But it is not exactly, because it is the heating element temperature. But generally chamber temperature minus 50 will be there. Suppose here it is showing 450. My chamber temperature will be, and the bottom chamber temperature will be around 400. Because exactly sensor we cannot able to keep it in the chamber because of we are dumping the waste. It is being kept in the mantle. And this is the middle chamber temperature. So how the heat is dissipating across the chamber, that we can able to monitor. It is a standby heater. If anything happens, we can able to operate this one.
And these temperatures can be adjusted manually or it's an automatic?
We can set the temperature, sir. It's automatic only. We can set the temperature what it is required.
Both options are there.
Both options are there. And we have the heater there. That is a secondary heater. So that temperature can go up to 1150 degrees centigrade. But generally requirement for destruction of dioxin is 850 degrees centigrade.
So we have set for 850.
Yeah, if you take biomedical waste or hazardous waste incineration facilities, so it should have 850 degrees centigrade. Biomedical waste means 2 chamber. For TSDA facility, single chamber or dual chamber, 850 and 1150. Then it has to go to the quencher, where you need to bring down the temperature immediately to 160 degrees centigrade. so that no reformation of dioxin can happen. So that we are maintaining that, and the temperature, the flue gas which is crossing there, it will be around 10 seconds to 20 seconds duration. So that during that time, if any dioxin is there, it will be destructed. So no toxic fumes can go outside through the stack. And from the heater, the gas will go to the scrubber. It is a spray tower scrubber. Gas will go like this, water will spray like this. So all these acidic fumes will be removed, and also dust which is forming in the chamber, that will also to be removed. So only pure air will go into the stack. And this venturi scrubber we are connecting into the water tank here. This is 100 liter capacity water tank. Always it will be stored, and it has to be manually operated. And this is the scrubbing tank. So the water will come here, remove all the dust in the bottom, and only the supernatant water will go to the second chamber. So there from again it will take to the thing. So it continuously water will recirculate. And spray and remove the contaminant, and pure water again it will go and circulate. So because of the temperature, there is a possibility of water evaporation. Whatever the quantity which is evaporating, that we have to make up through this tank further on this. So that further and further water continuously. And we are using this water as a little bit of sodium hydroxide, 2 normality to 5 normality. So that will remove all the acidic fumes. And finally, neutralized water we are sending out into the drain.
This is the drain.
So again, that effluent also has been tested, which is complying with the TTP discharge standard. So this is the overall principle of the test.
This is approved by Pollution Board of India.
CPCB already been given the demonstration, which is principally been agreed by them, and there is no further comments or anything from them. So through CPCB only we are moving on, and all state boards also. Day before yesterday we given the presentation to Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board Chairman and the CE, and she also appreciated this technology. And we also told them that we are going for here our Thanjavur Medical College. She was very much appreciated that okay, Thanjavur Medical College has taken this initiative, very good. We'll try to make it all the apartments and other colleges like that. She also assured that.
Generally, what are the materials to not be added to this machine?
Main is, apart from the domestic waste, the hazardous waste should not be added here, and inert material like bottle, debris. These are all the things. While you are adding also, it will come down. Unnecessarily, it will affect our process. So those things should not be getting.
Accidentally, if it gets contaminated, is there any chances to how we remove it?
If any hazardous waste, if we are adding also, because of we have the control equipments which will remove. But principally the machine designed for municipal solid waste and domestic waste, so that we should not to use the hazardous waste. And the inert material anything. Anyway, now plastic waste management rule 2022, no plastic from July 1st onwards. So whatever the legacy waste we can able to remove. Apart from that, any other plastic or multi-layer plastics which are there, which we can able to make it here as like an end user responsibility, we can able to completely destruct by using this machine.
Dr. Singarville, President of our Thanjavur Medical College Alumni Association, has joined with us. And so far, Dr. Suresh from Pyromag has explained so beautifully about this Econ Beam machine. Thank you for watching. Welcome.